Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the Falcons coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gautin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Ritter back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ritter now. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Ritter. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down. Parsons, he's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
Parker, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Ritter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, here's Ritter. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To the air again, it's Ritter. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Goes up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Parsons. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. Darby. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Darby, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Ritter to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Ritter. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. 3-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action about ready to start here. Super Bowl 63. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis bringing you all the action. And taken at the 46. There's a nice move. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing on first down. Parsons. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Back to throw. Parsons. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going...
Well, it's a Titans touchdown from 3 yards out, and the Titans have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ritter now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Out come the Titans now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
They'll run on first down. Darby. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. On first down, Darby. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Parsons. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Parsons. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead. And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Titans continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Over the middle, caught by London.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ritter throws right back to London, complete again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Trying to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Over the middle, complete. That's Griffin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On second down now, Darby, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
The 22. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Darby.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll get this out to about the 42.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Parsons. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Parsons. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Parsons. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Parsons gets this one to Morris. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Darby, room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Parsons. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Parsons. And he's got it. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Looking to throw. Parsons. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Ritter now. And his throw here is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Parsons. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Parsons. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morris. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Darby. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Parsons. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
3 quarters in the books, 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the 4th quarter here of Super Bowl 63. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Parsons. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. A try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Falcons offense set to go. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Darby, and he powers his way up past the 30. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Parsons. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. Darby, and forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On third down, Darby, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Falcons ready to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Darby. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Parsons. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So out come the Falcons now. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On second down, Ritter. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Parsons able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Darby, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Bye.